my tires, cold in my bones. The road keeps breaking, the road keeps groaning. I load up the chain, I check every bolt. You say turn back now, I say hold that thought. Hear that engine cry, hear that engine pray. I know the way through the frozen grave. Snowrunner, roll on, Snowrunner, roll on. Through the muck and the ice, we don't quit, we go on. Snowrunner, roll on, Snowrunner, roll on. If the ground gets mean, I get meaner, amigo. Bridge half buried, the river running black. I take the slow line, never looking back. One wheel sunk deep, one wheel still free. I laugh at the hill, it can't laugh at me. Hear that engine cry, hear that engine pray. I know the way through the frozen grave. Snowrunner, roll on, Snowrunner, roll on. Through the muck and the ice, we don't quit, we go on. Snowrunner, roll on, Snowrunner, roll on. If the ground gets mean, I get meaner, amigo. Aye, 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 aye. Call the dawn to me. Aye, 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 aye. Let the whole world see. I don't fear the ditch, I don't fear the storm. With a battered old truck, I come back reborn. Snowrunner, roll on, Snowrunner, roll on. Through the muck and the ice, we don't quit, we go on. Snowrunner, roll on, Snowrunner, roll on. If the ground gets mean, I get meaner, amigo. Snowrunner, roll on, Snowrunner, roll on. Raise the horns up high, I was made for this road.
Hey, guess what? we're going to go back. I'm going to do the prayer again because my mic was muted. And that is not fair to you guys. So we are going to go back and do the prayer all over again. Lord, not so much for a repeat performance, Lord, but again, I want to say thank you for the day. Thank you for the opportunities before us, Lord. Opportunities to love one another and to share in each other's company. And we just ask, Lord, that you would help us to move forward in a direction that brings honor to you. And we ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, there we go. Yep, I was muted. One of those things. Anyhow, looks like we have a sky cargo showing on the thing. I'm not sure if that was what I was intending or if that was just the one that showed up. I'm not sure which one opens up the green lines task that still has to come up, which will be bringing some fertilizer up here. But what I'm thinking I want to do is get a vehicle over and load the fertilizer. We need 4 total. So I need something truck and trailer wise that we can at least load it and get it staged so when it becomes available we can do it. But I don't know if I have any trailers over here. I got all kinds of trucks. Off-road fuel trailer, maintenance trailer, logging trailer, lowboy. Oh, it's the off-road one, so it is 4 slots. 6-slot sideboard. Where's that at? That is on the back of the whatever truck that is. Let's click over here so I can click back over here and come on. Zestros. So we'll bring this guy up and load him. And hold on. That was showing that. Oh, see, that's the one that I drug over here just for the sake of dragging over here. So that worked out good. Okay. Anyhow, we need to go all the way up here. So we're going to cut through here. We can tap off our fuel, hit this, hit that road, and follow that all the way to the fertilizer station. Is it Zestros or like Centos? I believe it is Zestros. Zetros. Yes, Zetros. I keep sticking an extra S in there, but it's Zetros. Okay, and then we'll just come all the way through like this, down here, over here, boom, and we'll go up. See, one of them's here and one's here, so we will come up to here and park. And what time of day are we at? We are at 6 a.m. for start out. Nice bright early wake up. Drag the trailer over top of the K-rails there. So I hope everybody had a good day. I noticed we have Bobby and Joey in chat already. I don't see anybody else in chat, but I'm sure there's a couple of lurkers out there. Usually is. So welcome in, everybody. Good morning. I don't know if we're counting Snowrunner times. Did I say good morning? Maybe. I don't know. It's been one of those days. Day where it was busy enough to have something to do all day, but slow enough to drone on. So, I mean, you know, I could have said anything. This ground through here is not improving because I have a trailer parked right next to it. So it will not reset until the trailer is moved. Which means it probably is not going to reset. Part of the busy stuff. That was during lunch, so you were good. Yeah, I waited until lunch to start that one. That is all good. By the way, I was thinking today, you know, random thought that popped into my head. What is up with Canadians calling little round slices of ham bacon? That is not bacon. Just throwing it out there, man. Even if you want to label it Canadian bacon, it is still not bacon. It is little round slices of ham. Just a random thought. Exactly. Ham is not bacon and bacon is not ham. They are two different entities, both very delicious. Evening, Steve. Ow. And ow again. And for those that may not have seen the post, I did create a new channel on my Discord so that it's very similar. Steve will be recognize it. It's very similar to the YouTube Worth a Look that MJ has. If you know of YouTubers that are just starting out, trying to get things rolling and feel like they're got a good start going, or you know, to help them out, you can go ahead and share one of their videos inside the channel I believe I called it Check Out This YouTuber. Well, a ham doesn't come from a different animal, it comes from a different part of the same animal. Flying visit, have a good stream, off to bed. All right, Steve, you have a good night. Climb. Don't know how to explain. Yeah. All I gotta say is good eats, man. Good eats. All the explanation necessary. Good eats. You know, I know that's supposed to be like the peace symbol there, but tell me that doesn't look like a bunny with a blue face and pink ears. Oof. Hydrate, guys. If you got them, if you got them, go get them. Climb. Rabbit of a different kind. Yes. Yes. Fertilizer, 4, please. Good thing I fairly recently did this contract, or task, so I know where it's got to go and how much of it's got to be there. So when it pops up, we're ready to go. Been searching Steam OS and got an old PC, thinking of wiping and putting Steam on it to use for gaming. Steam has its own operating system, huh? That is not something I would have expected. Come on. So how many more times did MJ flip the seismic truck over today? And did he manage to get to all 3 points? Coffee. They make their own range of PCs with Steam OS version of Linux. You can download and put onto a PC to use for gaming. Put it beside the TV in the living room to play Steam games. Interesting. Yeah, it was funny during the stream. A couple of times that I looked over at my phone. At least 2 of the times I looked over there was just in time to catch MJ rolling over. I was like, he's having one of them days. Come on. Come on. Really? That hill ain't that steep and the load ain't that heavy. Put Steam OS into YouTube. Lots of people have been doing. Okay. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, that was one of the times that I watched as he rolled over with that large pipe in there. Not in a very convenient spot for rolling a truck over either. I've seen that one, and I've seen him roll the seismic unit. Give the tree a wide berth because it's got a big hitbox. Probably still gonna hit it. Off to bed for sure, or he'll be here at 1:30. Up early tomorrow. All right. Hey, go to bed, Steve. Have a good night. Well, one of our mechanics may have involuntarily quit today. I say involuntarily because he decided he was mad at something that he was asked to do. Started yelling at the boss. Said he was going to go home, and the boss said, take the next 2 weeks. He says, in fact, you might not be coming back. This is the dude whose girlfriend is one of our office girls, and quite often gets into arguments with her at work, just yelling and screaming at her. And I think he forgot who he was yelling at. He must have thought he was yelling at her and didn't realize he was yelling at the boss. All because the boss wanted him to move a vehicle he was working on so that the guys could come in and fix the oil system in the shop to make life easier for the mechanics. So trying to get something done for him, and he had to have a hissy fit. Like, dude, you're going to be put out for an hour. Go work on something else. You got 3 vehicles to work on. Have you remembered to unmute your mic? Well, I did after I didn't. So, I mean, does that count? I'm impressed. Sam is not having a conniption out there. He is most likely laying on the porch floor. Which means he's ready to come in. He's just not desperate to come in. And speaking of critters outside, I like deer. I don't mind when the deer come in my yard. You know, I got a good sized yard. It's a good spot for them to come hang out. But they ate the only tomato that I had growing on my tomato plants. They ate it. And they ate the tops off of the tomato plants. Rather frustrated by that. Ah, see? It just wasn't showing up on the map, but it's here now. All right, green lines. Will you give me a hand, amigo? The banana farm's growing, but the soil is depleted. If we don't fertilize it now, the yield will be poor. The fields are prepped. All we need is the shipment of fertilizers. Can you deliver it to the farm? Absolutely we can. We will even start tracking. You know why? Because one goes there. I know they don't all 4 go to the same spot. No, and one goes right where we're sitting. See, so now we just go there and we give them 2. We drive around the corner here and give the other 2. See, it just wasn't showing up on the map at all. How disappointed would that have been if I hadn't bothered to drive back up here? But the pesky deer eating my tomato plants. You know, it's already pretty late in the season, so I'm hoping that they'll be able to come back from it, but I don't know. Oh, there's the Sam asking to come in. Next action, cargo management. 1 and 2. Green lines. That's the load off my back. Fertilizers are in place and we can continue working. Thank you. The crop will be rich, the season profitable. Drive by when the bananas are ripe. I'll give you the best fruit. 890 XP, 8,150 cash. And that, I do believe, was the end of the tasks. Yep, no more tasks. No contracts, we got a lot of contracts to do. We got most of the contracts to do. So, I'm going to let Sam in and then we will move on. I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Okay, now we can just kind of take these in order, I guess. We need a truck down here to grab this curtain cider. What I got? Anything close? Anything at all? Up here? No. Well, I guess I can grab one of these guys. Got the Kiki bar, the mag defense is fuel on there, I think. Nope, water. He can stay there for now. I don't know that I even need a water truck out here anymore. So, I guess we'll grab the Kiki bar. We will head down. We will grab that trailer. I do believe that will open up a warehouse, maybe? Maybe. Climb. Ooh, almost nailed that. Again, this suspension, when it's in the air, tends to take a little more damage. So you don't want to run into rocks real hard. No, we don't want to take the high road. The high road's a terrible road. Take the low road, climb up the hill at the end. Thought I was going to have to actually lower the suspension to get through there. But we made it. There's steam coming out of the rock. Volcanic activity? Nobody told me we were working around volcanoes. I mean, just because you can see one in the distance. Where is that? It's on the other side. Can't see it from here. Well, actually, I think that's it right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I gotta say, since I moved in this house about, I think going on almost 5 years ago now, I have had tomato plants every year since. I've never had the critters mess with them until this year. What I might have to do is make me a little chicken wire cage around my plants. Oh yeah, I need to bring something up to top that off too. Or rather, replace it. It's got like 26 liters in it. if I remember right. Oh, maybe I already did replace it. That's right. That's right. All right. Time to go. Off to the helipad. So I'm thinking next week, Tuesday, I have a dentist appointment, so I'm not going to work right away in the morning. Dentist appointment's not till 8. It's going to take me probably about an hour to get there. So, because I always like to have extra time, I'll probably leave here about 6:30. That means if I get up my normal time, I just might be able to join MJ for his stream on Tuesday morning, if he does one. Uh-oh. The trailer's catching. Let's see if we can't correct that. Gee, it's nice to be able to actually use my winch and select the points I want. As opposed to like yesterday. That is just annoying. I've been pretty lucky with the co-op, though. I don't get a whole lot of the desync and the co-op bugs. But it does happen occasionally. Not sure what's a bigger boat anchor, these curtain side trailers or the prototype exploration unit. Here's another random thought. Yeah, random thoughts. With the, 2 more seasons to go on Region Reversal, we are in the Dawn region. I don't think they're going to get those last 2 seasons out before we hit the before we hit Michigan. I'm not even sure that they'll get the next season out before we hit Michigan. At the amount of time that it's been in between each season. And sliding sideways there. That one could have ended up in tears. So I started watching Stargate Atlantis on Prime, seeing how I can't watch any more of the Doctor Who. We'll see how many seasons of that I get through before they turn around and tell me I gotta pay for some other subscription. I'm kind of cheap about things. If I'm already paying for a service, I'm not going to pay for additional services on top of that. I'll go without first. I grew up where we only had 3 channels. And if the president was on, your night was shot. We will change the time of day once we get to the destination. Getting dark faster around this joint, isn't it? Can we see the volcano from here? There it is. Got all the lava coming down. It'd be really cool if it actually looked like it was flowing. Alright, I don't have enough space to do that, so we're going to detach. We're going to change the time of day to 6 a.m. And then we're gonna get a little snuggly with the trailer. Travis, hello there. Doing good, doing good. How about yourself? How are you doing? There we go. Sky Cargo. Everything's been delivered without damage, and the warehouse has accepted the cargo. Now we can rest easy and prepare for the flight. Thank you for your diligent work. You've made it much easier for us, logistics-wise. Here's your reward. 650 XP, 8,300 cash. Northern Tower and Costa de Acer is metal beams times 1, cement times 1. Oh, I still got to do all the thingies here, the tetrapods as well. Which I've got 6 over there. I need 6 more. Did I bring everything here? Oh, I need the... No, I did bring the metal beams. I didn't... I got to pick one up, though, that fell off in the other map. So we got to go back and get that. Go back and get the last metal beam. Then we can do some... Make the tetrapods, which we need 6 of. Because we have 6 in the other map. So what have we got in the other map that might be close to coming through the gateway? We could possibly pick that up from the ground. Absolutely nothing. What's this up here? Oh, yeah, he's not going to be very good. Not for what we need. Kitty cat having a crisis. Be right back. Okay. What about you? No, you are a fuel truck. You're not going to work. No, I'm going to have to go with what I got, I think. What we got over here? So, does anybody notice that my Kenny C looks like a TUZ-166? I mean, I'm just throwing that out there. What do I got on the Mercer? Nope. Well, I guess we'll just grab this Kiki more here. On my way through, I'll pick up some cement to bring into the other map and drop off. I'm so confused. Can't make up my mind what I want to do. But yeah, I think we'll just take a truckload of cement over. We're going to need something for that. I'm sure there's going to be a couple more things that will need it. Oh, potential spam is calling again. We'll just ignore them. Nobody wants to talk to potential spam. If they were legit, they would have a real phone number and a real name. I like it when these representatives for the political parties try to call me, because I answer the phone and speak to them every time, and I remind them right off. I'm like, this number is on the national do not call list. You should know this. You are in violation of federal laws and yourself, and you expect me to elect you? And then they hang up. They don't like being called out on even the minorest of criminal activities. I mean, you're gonna break the law to ask me to elect you to government office. What? Why would I? I already know what kind of person you are. Dishonest as the day comes. Maybe I'm just too hard on them. I don't know. I know some of my quirkiness and crankiness is me. It's not always the other person. Alright, we're going to take as much cement as I can get in here, which is way more than 3. I'm guessing at least 6. Just to get it all over to the other map. Come on. this one from the front, I think. Start tilting them the other way. Pretty sure I can get 2 more in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, I could definitely get more in there if I really tried. But I'm thinking 6 is going to be plenty. There we go. Get you to stand up. All the way. See if I can get that one right there all the way in. Shift your butt in there. There we go. That's better. Sort of. Still ain't laying down the trash. There we go. Alright. Anchors. Exit crane mode. And we're off. Yeah. See, should have took the time to stuff the extra ones in there. Could have got 2 more in there, really. It's amazing how much you can fit in the truck when you unpack it and restack it. Yeah, it's laying down all the way now. That's okay. Helps keep the other one steady. refuel. We'll see where the northern tower is too, because I might be able to complete that one. Except I know that's only a portion of it. I think there's 3 towers in total. Northern tower is there. Yeah, guess I didn't need to bring any cement. There's cement over here. That's all right. No, there's more cement over here. I had to get Santa's ICECREAM last night because I forgot about it on Sunday. And it would not have been fair to make him go without, because he did nothing wrong. Down. The hill may be drier, but not always the best way. I'm going to drop these 6 off over here at Metal Beams place. hombre. Oh, and there's the airplane fuselage to move yet. Bird wings right in the face. There's a reason that I'm not stacking these on top of one another. Sometimes you get object collisions if you stack them up on one another. Stack them next to. Sometimes putting them on top of is a bad thing. And restore crane. Now, just because I don't know if I'm going to need it, I'm going to bring yet an extra metal beam back the other way. Okay, and my one I need to pick up is down here. Didn't even make it to the water. I'm not sure I think it's that late, it's just the rain. The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain. Great mode. go back into crane mode. Old saying, you know, better to have it not need it than need it and not have it. Easy run. Over the top this time. Seems a little warm in here tonight. Usually doesn't get that hot in my house. I don't have any AC, but with all the tree coverage I've got, usually the warmest it gets inside my house is usually no more than a 78, even when it's like 95 degrees outside. But today, for some reason, it feels awful toasty. We'll have to get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, see, it's only just after 6 p.m. We'll get our tetrapods, and then when we come back through, we'll grab that trailer and drag it to the trailer store with us. I'm not going to try carrying the tetrapods on that because it's a tippy trailer. We can drag that back to the trailer store, sell it. It did do okay for what I used it for. Of course, it reset my crane when we come through the gateway. Fortunately, I haven't needed it. Sometimes it does that, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, a little too close to the gantry there. Open storehouse. We are dropping off. Where'd the first one go? Alright. That's weird. It stole my metal beam. Yeah, it stole my metal beam. Well, what kind of deal is that? Thief. It was packed and everything. Oh, open storehouse. That. We're going to put one over there for right now. Back into crane mode. Oh, I did not unpack. Stop it! I'm getting too fast on the buttons again. Get 2 more in here. Might have to get creative with the last one. Storehouse, Tetrapod, and crane mode. There we go. That looks like it'll work. 6 a.m. One truck, 6 tetrapods, 3 slots. There's my puppy dog down here looking up at me. Dad, pay attention to me too. Just gotta give him some pets. I think he's thinking he wants to climb up in my lap again. He's got that look on his face. Dad, make some room. Now somehow I don't think this same idea would work so well with the Atom that has a 3-slot flatbed. And that's because it's a flatbed. The standard 73210 would work with. I think the 963 has a 3-slot sideboard. It would work with that. Anything that's got a 3-slot sideboard you could load up like this. Like I said, I just wouldn't recommend it on the flatbeds because there's no sides to hold anything in place. Now I know I'm going to go through there, it's going to reset my crane. gonna save that fuel. So I'll be going past the fuel station. And I'll be at the trailer store where I can always get free fuel. I gotta look and see if these contracts for this are even unlocked yet. I might be parking this truck until we get down to it. Let's see. Well, we need to. You know what? I'm not even gonna act these three. I'm not even gonna activate because those are the ones that block the roads. Okay, they are unlocked, so that's good. See, now I dropped them over at this one. So yeah, we can do that first. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's... Oh, it better be on the ground on the other side of the gate. Alright, we're going to have to get this trailer off to the side out of the way here. And go back and see where that's at. What are they thinking? I'm not counting today? First they steal metal beams from me. Now a tetrapod comes up missing. Why don't I just delete the trailer? It's money. I mean, I'm not hurting for money, but I mean, may as well sell it instead of getting rid of it. Uh-huh. See, there it is, hovering in midair. But at least it's here. We'll try leaving the crane attached to it while I go through the gateway. See if that works. All right. Good. That worked. And I mean, I got to drive past the trailer store anyhow, so I may as well sell it. Didn't make my millions deleting trailers. Now, the off-road trailers that I have, those I'm just deleting when they're done because they don't cost me anything. So there's no point in dragging them all the way back when I'm done with them, like the fuel trailers and stuff. I just pick up a new fuel trailer, bring it out, drop it off, and delete the first one. This is one little cupboard door. Sam just has this thing about that it has to be open. He'll paw at it and knock it open. I just heard him knock it open. You know what? We're not going to delete it just yet, though. Because the last 3 tetrapods are here. Cargo, trailer, tetrapod. So we're not going to sell it just yet. Hey, when I grabbed this trailer, it had 3 tetrapods on it. Sorry, Sam. Didn't realize you laid back down under my feet. Don't need the suspension in the air anymore. Not right now, anyhow. Watch where you're driving. All right, we'll see how well this trailer goes over the bridge. But I still need to get the bridge layer back over to it. We'll have to pick that up eventually. Oh, that followed across there nicely. Alright, we are cruising right along now. If we get to this first drop off, I'll stick one of these back on the trailer and I will set one on the ground and hang one from the crane so that I can pack and unpack and get everything on the trailer taken care of. Then once that's emptied, we'll set the other ones back on the trailer. No skirting the fish. Actually managing to get some stuff done though, so that's nice. What I thought was just going to be prep work on the first one, we actually managed to get the whole thing delivered. Then we got that trailer delivered. We should have all the tetrapods done. So we'll at least have the last task and 4 contracts out of the way. Ah! A little slippery right there. We're going to leave the nose down unless I have to put it up, because I don't think the terrain through this section is going to be that bad. And a little digging in there, but again, not that bad. Yeah, Mike could have had it up right there. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Okay, crane moved. There's that one. Now I just gotta pull two of them off the trailer, or off the truck. Okay, there we go. Pack. Cargo management. Of course, it's taking them out of the truck instead of off of the trailer. I mean, that makes all the sense in the world. Oh, I still have one more to deliver over here, too. Store that. There's the last one. Alright, shoreline protected. Concrete versus waves. The tetrapods have been delivered and installed along the coastline. With the beach safe from eroding waves, the hotel is now well protected. Here's your reward for a detailed job performance in a timely manner. 1,220 XP, 13,850 cash. No, I'm not going to pack the ones in the truck because when I get to the next spot, I got to pick up the ones off the ground and get those handled. One will go on the trailer, that'll get repacked. Then I got to play the detach the trailer, unpack the cargo, reattach the trailer, deliver what's on the trailer. Oh, hang on. We need here. Yes, that one. Start tracking. Still got us a kayak. take the long way around and go past this ship, because there's one of them that was a visit the spots kind of thing. I don't recall having done on my solo playthrough, and I remember it so well because both Travis and I both managed to get vehicles stuck out here. I think Travis was the one that finally got to the point. Is it the only one's not activated though is no, see, I'm not seeing anything that is the only one that's there, unless it's going to be one of these. See, ray of sunshine. Sprouts reaching for the sun. No, I must have did it already then. Okay, well. Yes, we did. Yeah, and I don't recall having done it on my solo, but I must have, because I'm not finding it in there. This is going to be the drop-off point for one of the ones, either the one where I got to bring logs down or for the trailer. See, because it doesn't come up when you drive it. Don't you tip over. That's all you gotta do. That right there. Okay, in crane mode. attach the trailer. Unpack the truck. Attach the trailer. And while we're here, we may as well get this last one back into the truck. Alright, let's reposition this a little bit. That and we can restore the crane. Cargo management. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Shoreline protected. Merry lights on the coastline. Wow, just in time. The tetrapods are in place. The waves aren't creeping up on the stage anymore, and we can keep getting ready, stress-free. You've literally saved the festival. Thanks a ton. Here's your well-deserved reward. 1,130 XP, 12,200 cash. Okay, the next one is over here. To the western coast. And there's the Sam panic mode. We knew that was coming because, well, of course, he wouldn't be Sam otherwise. It's just the way my puppy dog rolls. Ah, what the hey, we'll go around the top. Drop down the backside here. I was going to go the other way and dump the trailer in the port, but with the trailer empty, we can pretty much drag it anywhere we want. Now, let me bring the suspension up, though, for this portion. Had a brief storm. Kitty cat was scared. Took a while. That's alright. Kitties get scared once in a while. They don't like loud noises. I like cats just as much as I like dogs. I just don't like litter boxes. So therefore, no cat. Come on. Gotta turn slightly left. And then go slightly right. Oh, really? You buggers are gonna do that to me, huh? Well, let's get this guy up top a little bit here yet. Go from that one to there. And then we'll get that back in there. Just gotta get over that hump. In fact, hang on. Let's pack those three. Which way was I going? Right. Or left. Going left. Come on. Turn the corner. Sharp turn. Long truck. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Well, I ain't got a witness and I can't prove it. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I mean, drop-off's right down there. I could just go straight over the edge, right? That would be safe. I got an autonomous winch. There's even stuff to winch to. No. Not worth the trouble. Oh, there it goes. Alright, I think we're close enough to the destination that we can pack this onto the trailer. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, and cutscene. Excellent. Shoreline protected. A line in concrete. Tetrapods have been delivered and set up along the coast. The waves are no longer eating away at the piers. The port is once again under solid protection. It's a clean job done without delay. So here's your reward. 1,220 XP, 13,800 cash. And I'm going to go let Sam out. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now we can get rid of this trailer. Starting to get dark on us too. Time of day is 6 a.m. And while I'm here, let me make sure there's nothing I need to pick up from here. Multi-stage pumps. Will be something that spawns in afterwards. So I don't know about that one. Flooded warehouses are those. Empty containers times 2. Coming from here. Okay. I go over there. Might as well grab them while I'm here. Silly not to. Put both of those on there. Do I need a cargo container for anything? That was no. 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 That's the same one I just checked. No. 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 And no. So no cargo containers are needed. So that cargo container will get deleted. Don't need to sit there and take up space. Ah, turn it way too sharp. Facing the wrong direction, be yelling at deer in the yard. Of course, I got the wrong one tracking. Which one am I doing? I was doing... Oh, I was setting up for flooded warehouses. So hold on. Let's do this again. They are dropping off right there. We gotta do voice from outer space first. Eee, what the heck happened to the frame rate? CPUs is just skyrocketing. That's weird. See, this is why I opted to start using my laptop for monitoring the stream. Because it takes it's that much less that the PC has to do. But I don't know what in the world has just caused that CPU usage to skyrocket. Went from being down around 50% to up to 98% for a second. Starting to come back down now, but still. Could have took that way around and just cut across, but yeah. Don't save that much time. Yeah. Yeah, this thing tends to slide around a bit. Richard Carper, how are things going today? Going pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. We've completed 4 contracts, got the last task done. I'm getting some stuff set up for the next one. Well, not necessarily the next one because it's locked out yet, but I'm getting things set up for one anyhow. How's the weather? Oh, weather's pretty good. A little on the humid side. But other than being a little humid, not bad at all. I think we're going to leave the whole system here, truck and all. So what I needed to do first was voice from outer space. It's 2 cement, 2 packaged sand, and 2 metal rolls, and a service trailer. So 6 slots of cargo, and the service trailer. Metal rolls is the only thing that can't come from the other map. Let's go here. Packaged sand is there. Cement's there. Service trailer's there. Everything's going down there. Got a 6 slot sitting there. If I got anything with a 5th wheel, that is... that's high saddle on that guy. Oh. What do we got on the C500? Oh, first let's make sure I'm tracking that. Now we can go to C500. Not that C500. We want... Where's he at? Where's he at? Where? Oh, where's the other C5? Not the Kenny C500. That C500. It's good. Raining there. Hope it stops raining soon. Yeah, we had a pretty good rain yesterday. And then sometime during the day today, the deer decided they wanted to eat my tomato plants. No. So the only one I got, I think with a, that's way high up there. That's even further away. Kiki Moore, no. Freightliner, FLD. Oh, I think that was his trailer that was... Yes. Because that trailer I was looking at came off of him anyhow. The trailer that I have over here. All right, so probably not good. In fact, I can pretty much guarantee we're not going to get this done, but we can get something of it accomplished anyhow. Yeah, I did not know that deer liked tomatoes. They ate one whole tomato off of it and then ate the tops off of the plants. The only plant they didn't touch is my green pepper plant. I mean, I'm not going to use my points to fix my truck. That would just be silly when I got all these free ones out of this thing. Good so far. Take a look at the map real quick. If I go over here, it's kind of a long way around. I mean, it's like a 6 1/2 dozen or the other kind of thing. So yeah, I think we're going this way. We have not flipped at all today. We don't need to start now. Least of all by driving off a bridge. I did that on purpose just to give you guys some sound effects. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Plus, taking a little bit longer way around brings me past the fuel trailer. You're welcome, Bobby. Thank you for watching. Ow! See, this is why. Oh, really? You're gonna get stuck now. Excuse me. Trailer just does not want to cooperate. Come on, trailer. Flat front left. Refuel. That's right. Swipe the repair parts from the service trailer first, because then when it's gone, we still have ours in our roof rack, aka shield supplies. Yep, right and left. Almost there. All right, let's have the trailer done. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are going to end the stream for today. I want to say thank you all for watching. If you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, please feel free to share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Which, tomorrow evening, Last Caretaker. And then Thursday is going to be Halo. And we are going to jump over and we're going to give Steele a visit. He is in Pal World, so jump in and say hi and wave at him a little bit. And again, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.